So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow. Beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter, he's tough in the tackle, and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition break through, he's got the pace to get back and make a vital intervention.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. There's a sharp little ball here. Plays it in low. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Ibrahimovic. He's in a good position here. And Hullet! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things.
Decent chance! So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Swings in across. Varane makes the interception. And it's Messi. Shifted it to the flank. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now it's Hullet.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Rafinha. Caresses it through. And the shot! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Speed of thoughts, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And here's Rafinha. Spread out to the left. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pullet tries to play it through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Rice. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash.
2 added minutes.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Messi. Played out towards the right wing. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Canada are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's shot a goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Rafael Varane. Yamal. Great vision. That is good alertness. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more.
Luis Suarez! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Driving on and making good progress. That's a good ball out wide. It's Ibrahimovic! They've got to be quick to recover this. Backward it goes. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi. Seedorf puts his foot on the gas. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
The attendance for this match was
It is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Over to the left. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Leicester calmly anticipates.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Rafinha. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, red. Nice interception. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Rafinha. Gattuso. Rafinha. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Gattuso. Rice. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Messi. Now it's Neymar. And it's with the keeper. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Bale. Bale. He's found a way past. And it's Gattuso. Neymar. And it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. And this is Luis Suarez. Bale is always looking to play quality balls. And he was quick to react. Hullet, who does have an assist to his name. Bale cuts out the pass. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale. Gattuso. Now it's Rafinha. Yaya Toure. Messi. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's superb.
There will be 1 minute added
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
This is the time you need that pace.
Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Canada against Italy.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Now it's Gullit. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Gullit. Looking for options for movement. Danger averted for now. Bale. And it's Gattuso. And here's Rafinha. Real chance here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, that is a good... Rafinha! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tries to get it clear. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's there to clear it. Here comes the cross. Oh, what a climb! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And the finish! Oh, it's hit the post! Up he goes! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Gullit, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a searching pass. Oh, super find. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That has been slung wide. Now the delivery. Varane can get it clear. Vieira.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Plenty to aim at here. Can he finish? It's in! And the comeback is complete! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Ferdinand is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Out of play for a throw. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bale. Oh, that's neat. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Minutes has been indicated.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again then. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Rafinha, he's shifting through the gears here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Crossed into the box. Great vision. And the counter is on. That has been cut short. Rafinha. Not the most accurate pass. Rice, the man synonymous with solidity. Rafinha looking to penetrate opposition lines. And they've been given a corner.
Substitution for Canada. Number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Good ball, good take.
Number 30. Shishko.
Italy are looking to go forward now. Now, what about this cross? And he can clear it away. Lahm. Looking to play him in, and it's been played through. Oh, such a clever touch. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. Rafinha. That is lovely. And he's chosen to go back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's McTominay. 60 minutes played. Oh, that's well spotted. Now he's off and running. Roberto Carlos. It's Makalele. And it's Hullet. Šeško constantly looking for the ball into the box. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, that's been intercepted. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Hullet. Hullet did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Makalele. And it's Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's a sharp little ball here. Bale sends it crossfield. Now it's Yamal. He's picked his way through. Plays it. It's a mighty effort. Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So now the difference is 3. Ibrahimovic. Rafinha. Now it's Gattuso. Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he get... Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Substitution for Canada. Number 6, Rafinha. Coming on the field is number 9.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
Has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a play-making goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball...
Big chance! I doubt very much that this was in the script. Vieira. Ferdinand. Bale. Gattuso. Passing is crisp and sharp. For Rice. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that should get the job done. Knocks it into space. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Rice. Oh, and the shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gattuso. Now it's Rafinha. Yamal driving forwards. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Hullet. Rafinha, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And here's Hullet. He's having a shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's taking no chances there. Ibrahimovic. Milan are looking to break at pace. And it's Gattuso. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi hurtling down that right flank.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Makaleli. Rafinha. Yamal.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Hullet. And Rafinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Makaleli. Opts for safety. Half-time getting close now. Bale. Gattuso. Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Turns and goes back. Oh, good take in a good area. Bale just loves to go forward whenever he can. Played out wide. Good ball, good take. Oh, what a climb! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. And we have our very first corner. Rice with the short one. And that's been drilled in. And he should have made it 4. This possibly the last play of the half. Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. No, again there's no way through. Gattuso. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Canada absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are back on the way. And he's intervened well there. Yamal. Now it's Hullet. Strokes it back. Rice can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, and another try! Oh, the ball's run loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Yamal. There he goes, motoring forward. Yamal's cross.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That has been cut short. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had a shot! It's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's run loose here. Kaka. Some resolute defending there. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And it's Gattuso. Kaka powering forward here. Bale crossed into the middle. Muscular approach does pay off here. Makalele. Can he get it through? Cleared without complication. That's tidy. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Messi. Ibrahimovic! Oh, impressive strike.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 24. Makelele.
Rice, a picture of focus and alertness.
Il numero 8. Il numero 5. Attenzione, un cambio.
Threads one in. The ball goes in. Vieira. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maicon. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Taken back almost at once. And it's Bale. Valverde. Bellingham. Milan do have a chance to counter here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well read, nice interception. Bellingham. Valverde. Messi. Tries to pass it through, and he's on his way, and the shot! It's in!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Mbappe. Bellingham. And Araujo. And that is as far as they're going to go. Van der Sar punts it upfield. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And it's Gattuso. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
He's in a great position. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! It is no contest! And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out all
welcome
the
to
stops to
today's
make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? Shot could be on. And a chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Marquez gets it clear. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Hullet. Little pass back. He has a look up. Hullet! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Canada are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think that...
Climbs up big! Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And he was quick to react. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Back into the middle. Yamal. Oh, what a... Oh, he's hit the bar! This time, surely! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he welcomes it in. Yamal. And they can counter here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gattuso. Passes short and sharp. And he can clear it away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving on and making good progress. Flings, he rises! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Thinks about the shot. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Gattuso. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Header! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. It was wonderfully efficient. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Well, there is the formidable figure of Ronald Araujo. He's happy to go shin to shin with anyone.
Yeah, an absolute colossus at the back, and endeared himself to the fans even more by getting on the score.
And he shoots! That's really well cleared. And here's the chance to counter. Gattuso. Now it's Rafinha. Pele. Rafinha. He's being urged to shoot. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Pele. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Turan. Picked out brilliantly. Great chance! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Canada are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Decent chance! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele, and the counter is on. Bullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Yamal. That's good play. Lofted in. Oh, what a climb! Pele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Hullet.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Cruyff. It's Pirlo. And it's De Jong. De Jong. Passing nice and neat. Rafinha gets a foot in here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Rafinha. Bale. Ibrahimovic. And this is Bale. Now that is a hefty challenge. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Hello everybody, and this is
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already
Canada
palpable.
Against England.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the counter is on. Now, this could be a chance. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to pass it through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
There's the shot! He's in a great position here. And it's Mendes. Nesta cannot be beaten that easily. Bullet. Oh, they can break here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cleared without complication. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Lovely bit of skill. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Menu powering forward here. Nesta defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
England have their second corner now, and it's been taken short. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for options for movement. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Chouameni looking for the run. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get it through? Good ball, good take.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rice conjures time and space where few can. Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bale. Cross to the back post. A mighty effort! It's there! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Gabriel has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Gets a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And here's Hullet. England trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Defending of the desperate variety. James made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Chouameni. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, important interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rafinha is offering a wry smile there.
Rice goes short. Played into the box. Cleared without hesitation. And it's made its way to him. And the shot!
Added time.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Rafinha trying to keep this in. Chouameni. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll
Please
be
join
told
me
many
in
times, I'm
wishing
sure,
all the best to
during the
members
interval.
of our fan club celebrating
Leading a
their
cagey
wedding
game here.
anniversary today.
It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. James with the short one. And he'll shoot here! And now they can spring out of defence. And that is a little undercooked. Menu, and here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bullet, and now the breakaway. Yamal. Yamal, he's shifting through the gears here. Showing good feet. Deep cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Chooses to go back.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Great ball, and he's in here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Canada are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Still just a single goal between the sides. And it's Gattuso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And they're quick to get it back. Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Bruno Fernandes could move up a gear here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bruno Fernandes. This is promising. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Rafinha. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bale. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Bale. Oh, shooting chance! And one more try! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
He's a sharp little ball here. Yamal is always looking to play quality balls. He's on it, can he get away? And he was alert to it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been drilled. And he shoots! He scores! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
78 minutes is
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Canada are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number 16, Love.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mohamed Salah.
Such good technique.
Mohamed Salah! Yes! It's the moment they all wanted. A goal in his 100th game. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Mohamed Salah was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Semenyo receives it in a wide position, and he's managed to get through. He's had a shot! They've scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
England give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Oh, it's Dembele. No, he refuses to take the bait. But they've got it again. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Gabriel has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Mohamed Salah. And the referee brings it to a close. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most important.